First one is from JSON, but from JSON depends on from map. You can test this first totally because they're loosely coupled, right? It would still work, but personally, I just love to follow the conventions. You know, just like doing that. Group, boom, from map is what we're testing for this group. Now, what is the first test going to be? The first test should make sure, or we're expecting that it should return a user model with the right data, with the correct, or we can just say right data, it doesn't matter. Now we're going to arrange, right? What is our arrangement? Our arrange is to create a T model, but I don't think it's crazy to just have to create that in every single part. So we could just create that up top and use it generally for everything, basically. So we can simply make sure it asserts that arrange. So what is our second arrangement? We want, all right, let's go, first of all, go to act. We can act and say that the T model, or sorry, final results will be equal to user model dot from map, right? And what map are we going to give to this person, right? So what the map, let me go ahead and remove this as well, because we already have that generally for everyone who needs to use it. So what map are we going to give this person? So now we can see that this person depends on a map. So its dependency is a map from the server or something. In order to create this map, we can go ahead and create up here, right? But then for convention, right, for JSON testing when they're JSONs, we have to go ahead and create our own JSON instead of creating a Dart map, because in this case we want to mimic the server to the core of it. We want to see this to the very end of it, right? So inside of our test folder, we're going to create a directory called fixtures, right? And inside of the fixtures, we can create a new Dart file that we're going to call that a fixture reader, right? Inside of our fixture reader, first of all, let me show you what we're going to do. So first of all, in our fixtures, we're going to have a fixture for all of our models. So a JSON file. So it's going to be a .json. So this is how our server will actually return it in the JSON format. And then we have to read that JSON, convert it to a map, convert it to a JSON, and finally, do all of that. So first things first, let's go ahead and create this one. This one's going to be a user.json. What is a user going to contain? Let's go ahead and copy our example, right? It's going to look something like this, right? So this is what our user is going to look like. So let's go ahead and change these thingies, right? So inside of our user model test, inside of our user model test, we can see that we have that little JSON in here, right? So how do we get this JSON from here and convert it into a Dart map in here, right? For that, we would have to do this. Where should I do this? Maybe here. Should I arrange it here? Let me arrange it in here. We can take that out later when we need it somewhere else, right? So tmap, well, first of all, the tjson, first of all, will be equal to the JSON file itself will be equal to file, right? And the path will simply be test / fixtures / user.json import .io .read as byte sync. We want it to be synchronous, right? So now we've got a JSON file, right? Let's go ahead and print out that and let's see if it actually reads it properly. So let's see. Sorry, I haven't printed that. Print the tjson. Right. Oh my days. No. My bad. So we can see I mistakenly read it as bytes.